You are listening to the Late Bloomer Living podcast. I'm Yvonne Marchese, your host, and I'm so happy you're here. Hello, my friend. I'm flying solo today, and I want to talk about something very near and dear to my heart. But first, I've got a question for you. When was the last time you truly played? I mean, really played. When you got so caught up in the moment that you forgot about your to-do list, your worries, and that nagging voice in your head telling you to be productive. If you're struggling to remember, you're not alone. And let's be honest, the world is a lot right now. The news cycle is relentless, and it's designed to keep us watching. It's designed to keep us in a state of stress and reactivity. Did you know that studies show that 7 out of 10 people report living in a chronic state of stress? That means most of us are walking around in fight or flight mode all the time. Now, stress isn't inherently bad. Our fight or flight response has been an incredible survival tool. It's what helped our ancestors escape danger and react to immediate threats. But here's the thing, it was meant for short-term danger. In modern life, we don't get chased by lions, but our bodies still react the same way to an overflowing inbox, doom scrolling, or constant bad news. And when we stay in that heightened stress state for too long, it wreaks havoc on our health. That's why play is not just nice to have, it's necessary. It's how we give our nervous system a break, how we signal to our brains that we are safe, and how we reconnect with joy. Today, we're diving into why play is so powerful and how you can start using it to combat stress and bring more lightness into your life. So let's get into it. Let's talk first about why play is a big deal. Did you know that play actually helps your brain grow? There's even a fancy word for it, neurogenesis, which basically means that play helps create and strengthen new brain connections. You know, they used to think that as we got older, our brains stopped developing. Not true. Research now shows that our brains can continue to develop and grow. And it shows that play can actually help ward off cognitive decline as we age. Yep, you heard me right. Play is like a gym workout for your brain. Dr. Stuart Brown, who founded the National Institute for Play, yes, that's a real thing, he says that the opposite of play isn't work, it's depression. Think about that for a minute. When we stop playing, life can start to feel a little heavier, a little less colorful. But when we lean into play, that's where joy, creativity, and even resilience live. Martha Beck, I was watching something with her recently, and she said that anxiety cuts off creativity, but creativity also cuts off anxiety. So if we make a purposeful choice to play, creativity can be playful, right? When we make that choice to play, it cuts off our connection to that anxiety. And I don't just mean playing board games or sports. Play is a mindset. It's total mindset. It's about finding joy in the little things, being open to curiosity, giving yourself permission to just be silly just because. Okay, let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I realized that I had gotten stuck in a rut. I was doing work I loved, photography, producing the podcast, but I was also grinding away at the not so fun parts, contracts for photography, social media posting, endless to-do lists. I was feeling really drained. And then one day I decided to go ahead and buy myself some new roller skates. I had been thinking about it for a long time, but I decided that it was time for me to get back on my skates after 40 years. I know what you're saying. You're going to break a hip, Yvonne. I wear pads, I wear a helmet, all that. Anyway, I bought the pair of roller skates. And I hadn't skated in years, 40 years. But something about it was calling to me constantly. Oh, and let me tell you, the first time I put them on, I was so wobbly. I was so awkward, and I was so scared, which I didn't expect. I thought I was going to put my skates on and feel like I felt like when I was 10 years old. But at 50-something, it was scary. But once I got going, I started going out in short stints, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just to get comfortable on my skates. And after a bit, the wobbles went away, and I felt something that I hadn't felt in a long time. Pure joy. It's similar to the way I feel when I go out on a paddleboard, too. And that's when it hit me. Play isn't about being good at something. It's about the feeling it gives you. It's about being present. Both those activities, paddleboarding and roller skating, require me to give full focus. So that makes you be present when you have to focus, when you're in your body, and letting go of that need to get it right. That's very key. And the more I skated, the more I realized how much I had been holding myself back from simple moments of fun. I started dancing more. I've started this, what's it called? Shuffle dancing challenge. I dance in the kitchen more. I gave myself permission to play. I've even started doodling every morning. I'm not great about keeping up with a journal, but I got a new little book for myself, and it's full of creativity prompts, and I either follow them or I don't, but I get out my watercolors and my colored pencils, and I call it doodling and noodling. I let myself go free for a little bit. I was literally giving my nervous system a reset, and I feel more creative, more alive. It is incredibly powerful. I have been regularly now stepping out of stress mode and into a state of relaxation and joy. Joy. Did you hear that? Joy. So now let's talk about you. If you're thinking, okay, Yvonne, this all sounds great, but I don't have time for play. I hear you. Life is busy. But here's the thing, you don't need hours of free time to play. You just need a shift in mindset. So here are a few easy ways to start. Number 1, micro play moments. Take 30 seconds to do something silly. Skip down the sidewalk. Go make a funny face in the mirror. Didn't you do that all the time as a kid? Dance, have a dance break. Dance to your favorite song while you're making coffee or while you're waiting for a kettle to boil. It's the little things that add up. Number 2, follow your curiosity. When something sparks your interest, lean into it. Maybe it's painting. Maybe it's improv. Ooh, scary. Maybe it's learning to juggle. Play is definitely not about being good at something. So take that pressure right off of there. It's about having fun. Number 3, give yourself permission. This one is huge. Drop the guilt. Play is not wasted time. It is an investment in your happiness and your well-being. And the more you allow yourself to play, the more joy you'll bring into everything you do. Number 4, unplug and take a break from the chaos. The news cycle isn't going anywhere, but you don't have to be in fight or flight mode 24/7. Give yourself permission to step away from the overwhelm and do something that makes you feel good, even if it's just for a few minutes. I took a whole news break the other day. It made a huge difference. I got so much done, and I felt Let's just say I felt better, if not good, okay? All right, my friend, here's my challenge for you. Before the day is over, find one tiny way to play. Maybe it's singing at the top of your lungs in the car or the shower. Maybe it's doodling during a meeting or a phone call. Maybe it's texting a silly meme off to a friend. Oh my gosh, I send my husband so many memes throughout the day. I told him it's my love language. That's play. And if you want to go even deeper into this idea, at some point you can join me in my Unlocking Playfulness Play Shop. I offer it about 4 times a year at this point. You can watch the website or watch my social media for announcements on that. Right now, I don't have one planned, but it's coming. It's designed to help you rediscover joy, shake off the stress, bring more play into your life. Okay? You can find all the details at latebloomerliving.com/play. And that's it for today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. And remember, play isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. So go out there and have some fun. Until next time, keep blooming and keep playing.